Okay, anyway, let's go. So, what is this game? So, you're playing AD Shack into a Viego. Uh, Never get a red sweeper first. I mean, what's the point? I mean, I guess you could, but, like, it's gonna be risky taking wards if they place them because you don't have an escape, right? So, red sweeper doesn't really do much. If you're going to, like, do anything in the early game with wards, it should be with trinkets. Especially as AD Shaco, like, you might even want to be aggressive against Viego, and the red sweeper doesn't really do anything. Are you doing it through low-key GG or OBS? And if you start, by the way, like, if you do this through Streamlabs, yeah, fucking get rid of Streamlabs, it's dog shit. Do OBS. I actually don't mind you starting like this. Some people might be like, why the fuck don't you just start Raptors in red? But sometimes, like, most of the time these days, actually, you're probably going to get invaded. What elo is this, by the way, Jonte? Mate, Streamlabs, I'm telling you, is dog shit. You want OBS, the OG. Plat 2? Okay. So he starts bot side, him showing is really nice. What you could always consider about here, honestly, if you're playing a different champion, someone who can actually clear camps quickly, you could always take his walls and then do blue. But I want to see you save your smite for Gromp and do both at the same time. So what you can do now is run to Gromp and lead the blue buff here. You can auto attack the Gromp, put a box down right there, like in between these kind of on that line, and you can do both at the same time. Will save you like a good 5 seconds. It's really important as well. No one does it either, bro. Like, if I watch a fucking clear on YouTube of someone like teaching someone about the Shaco clear, they never do blue and Gromp at the same time. Do it. Saves you so much time. As for the smite, you only smite if you need to smite, right? This is where the trinket comes in handy. So, when you're going for an invade like this does fucking nothing. If they see you, they see you. It doesn't matter, like, if you clear the ward or not. So what's better is, like, having a trinket so you know where they are and they're coming, right? So if you have a trinket, you can trinket over here, and then you know if you have to use your smite or not. Makes sense? So right now, you could be, like, just about finishing Gromp and blue, maybe at the same time, and you can just smite Gromp at the end. While you're doing this, like, thinking about your next move, I'd be thinking about top lane, like maybe ganking over the wall. But just because, just a like little tip, make this bigger by the way, the minimap. Just a tip, like if you see two champions like this who are obviously staying in range, nothing is happening in that lane. Okay, your things are over here. It's easier if you have them here, because then you can just check, right? If you see this, you can probably assume that Morg is close to full HP, which is the case, right? Same down bot lane, right? Everything's at range. So they're all going to be full HP. But as soon as you see, like, one lane on top of each other, they're going to be fighting. But I would just look top anyway, because Jace might be on 100, you know, fucking 200 HP randomly. Yeah, so that's good. But I'd want you looking there before you go there, which I think you kind of do. Yeah, so you go there now. I want you looking there while you're doing Gromp. Okay? And, like, you can even tell the Morg, right? Like, as you're doing Gromp, if you look there, like, if you look there now, maybe, because you're not doing anything, if you look there now, you can actually ping on the way now, so Morg knows what's going on. You have a Morg top. Now, because you've shown on the map, yeah, I would be thinking about my bot side. It's pretty Eagz this as well, because you're committed to this. Make sure you dodge that. Okay, that was really clean. Pop your refill. That's a really bad Q. So these guys are retarded, right? That Viego auto-attacking you with red buff can see you. You see that outline? They should be able to see you here, but because they've got their fucking heads up their asses, they don't see you. So you're really lucky. So your Q should have just been safe. Sometimes, yeah, of course we want to, like, be fancy and juke them and shit, but in these situations, you just want to survive. Your fucking mid lane is still mid. Echo is obviously here. You know, he's here first. Morgana might have prior, but it's too far away, right? You need to get out instantly here. So you want to do that ASAP, which means you're going to be healthier, and then you can come back in and, you know, recontest the crap. But now, because you're on, like, lower than half HP, it's going to be tricky. Yeah? I would not fucking give this up either. I would never run bot here, ever. You better not. Because, like, look at your top lane, bro. Morgana has Prio, and Nivea, like, is healthy with her passive. She can be really aggressive. And your Halo Blade Shaco with Ignite. So, really, you want to be fighting here. So, when she does this, this is good. Exactly. Here we go. Make sure you Q... Okay, you got to Q that shield. Or the Echo W. So, when he flashes like that, you can just, like, Q over the wall. Or you can Q down here. This is where you can be fancy with a Q. So remember, in these fights, let's think about it, yeah? There's Viego and there's Echo. Both of their abilities that are going to fuck you over are their W, right? So when you see Viego, like you even dodge the Viego W here. When you see Echo's W pop up, you've got like a second to dodge that. It should be really easy to dodge it, right? Like I think you only get stunned here if you're just not paying attention. You're just hella tunnel visioning on the Viego, but this guy's already dead. It's not like he's half HP. He's dead. For sure. Easy. So I would have just maybe queued like this and tried to be like kind of fancy with it. To see like if this guy was going to flash or do some weird shit. He probably doesn't have his flash, but yeah. And unfortunately you died to that Echo just because you didn't queue it, right? Even there you should be queuing. You can like queue Smite Raptors maybe. Makes sense, John says. So I'd even say this as well. So make your minimap bigger and also make this bigger. Because for some reason you're not queuing during all that. So like the 3 seconds during that fight where you can queue and it would save you. And you would actually kill both of them. You don't do it. And that's just because you're not seeing this. So make it bigger. If we were doing a full-on coaching session, like I'd fucking almost train you to look at it. But yeah. It's going to be really important. Because, like, in higher reload, these skirmishes are going to decide games. If any of you have watched, like, LPL, fucking the first 10 minutes, there's a big skirmish, mate. That will be the game changer. Or the game decider most of the time. What's up, guys? So, yeah, fucking good, mate. Do you like it? Do you watch the guide? How clean is it, bro? Okay. So we die after this. Now, where do you think Viego is going to run after this? Because Viego's up in 3 seconds. Okay, so now he's up. So where's he going to run? You like it? Nice. Did you watch all of it, though, mate? That's what I care about. If you watched all of it, fucking Insta VIP. Nah, maybe. Bot River, good. So let's see if you do it. So when you run out here, you can actually ping around the bot crab, which is where you should be running as well. It's actually good for you because Kaiser's got Prio. She has to recall, but still. There we go, and Nivea's like... So this is perfect for you to run straight to crap. And you do, good. There's Viego, right? But I want you pinging that information. Maybe you do 310, so no, that was ages ago, right? So I want you pinging where Viego's going to be. Like, look at this time we have here. When you're running out of base, you look at the fight, that's good. You press tab as well, which is good. You keep looking at the fight, this is all really good. You keep looking mid, this is all really good. I would say look bot though as well. So looking mid is great, but also look bot because you like kind of playing in this area also involves bot lane. So knowing what's happening bot with Kaiser, I mean I know what's happening, she's overstaying. Yumi just got a reset off, right? So she's kind of on the map. But we need to know what's going on here. Maybe Vayne and Nami are fucking half HP randomly. You never know. Just to be sure, we have to look at the lanes we're pathing to. So if you're pathing top side, it's top and mid. If you're pathing bot, it's mid and bot. Mid is always going to be in there, right? Because it's in the fucking middle. But yeah, looking at bot here is really important as well. Thankfully, they get the kill. But there might be a situation where Kaiser dies. But even though she died, maybe Nami and the enemy Vayne are on 100 HP and they can't contest the grab. Even though it'd be like a 3v1 or 3v2, whatever it is. Fucking watch it, mate. That was a really clean dodge. Refills, yeah? So make that HUD bigger, Jonte. Even get in a practice tool, and I'm serious, like, Put yourself in front of a turret and move away from it and just spawn a dummy and just fucking fight it using all your cooldowns and your refills. So I think I said it last time, right? If you go and watch my clips, everything is on cooldown, bro, during fights. So if I'm fighting right here, this is popped. I probably like would have saved my Q like you as well. Maybe I would have queued up like this just to like wait for my team. So I like stay healthy. So little kind of like initial damage here on Viego, and then I'm just going to queue out and chill here. But I want to see everything on fucking cooldown. You ping for help, but what you can even do while you're making this play is pinging you're on the way, right? So you're making a play on the map. What I kind of like define as on the map is anything past this river, even like including it, yeah? Because you're going to be probably fighting, anyway, these enemy champions, right? And if you can make it a 2v1, 3v1 just by pinging, then you do it, of course. So that's why you do it. So if you're going to make a play for Crab, you ping on the way. Same thing as the top lane gank. Morgana probably doesn't know you're ganking until you queue over the wall. Yeah, so we can still do things like in advance. So that initial chunk, I just would have queued away straight away, yeah? Because now your box has kind of like done its job, your E has done its job, I would just run away. Like, queue up. You might even be able to like queue down to the Crab here. And guess what? You'd still be like fucking legit full HP. So we use our refill after the fight. Use it during it. Like right at the start. Now, if I was you, thinking after this, again, looking bot is important because Vayne might be on 1 HP. Unfortunately, Nivea dies. So you have a couple of options here. You can go and pick up mid wave. Going bot here is still okay, I guess. It's just that Echo is going to fucking have like such a big lead. And you're going to miss a lot mid. So if I were you, I would honestly... Oh, mate. I would go mid just to pick up the farm, because you're still going to get a lead on Viego anyway. But if you go bot here, it's still fine. It's even better if Viego comes down here, which he might. But the issue is, their Nami is on the map. Okay, and she died anyway. Now it's fucking even worse. Her staying alive there was so good for you. That's why, like, you'll hear me say, fuck's sake, like, I wish, I don't know, she didn't die before I get to lane. Sometimes I say that because I want the kill, because I know, like, my time early game on Shaco is so valuable. So if I waste any, I'm kind of fucking myself over. So if this guy's not doing these, he's either doing what? Raptors, he's doing wolves, he might have even gone to like your Raptors here. So this is where you have to think about the opponent, right? You should all the time. I kind of like that Q so you don't get seen. Yeah, and he's topside. Thankfully though, he's not going to commit himself to your side of the map. So your Raptors and Krogs should be like taken after that or even before it. Yeah, so can you like kind of see how he might be able to like fuck you over here? Yeah, I hate you doing this. I would only go board if you think Viego's going to gank it. He's obviously not. And right now, like, you're at a stage in the game, to be honest, where I look at this and I just feel as if you're behind. And you're also sitting on gold, right? So, in terms of priorities, at this point in the game, your priority should be to get a recall off. And recalls are based around your gold value. So right now, what are you going? Noon Quiver or some shit? I'm not sure. Dirk? No idea. So if you take Gromp, and you take... Oh! Glyxo with the VOD review, mate. Look at that. 20,000 channel points. Let's go. Do you have a game or not? But can you see this, Jonte? So, you're sitting on gold here. We've been around the map fucking like 5 times. Now it's time to use the last 2-3 minutes where we've like kind of accumulated a bit of gold and spend it. If you know Viego is going to gank bot, like fucking 95% chance he ganks bot here and you counter it because your bot lane's doing well, this play is legit. But in every other situation like now, it is a fucking bad play. Just based on the fact that you have Gromp and Wolves sitting there. And you're also going to be on, after Gromp and Wolves, gold, right? So think about it. Your Gromp and Wolves might be like 250 gold, right, in total. If you get 2 assists bot, you get 150, yeah? So it's funny, like, doing these 2 camps is actually more worth in this situation than going bot and, like, getting 2 kills. Yeah? For me, that line is like 20 seconds, 15 seconds. But there's no guarantee of gold at the end of it. That line is like 20-25 seconds, so it's 10 seconds longer, but you get a guaranteed 250 gold, and therefore serrated Dirk and whatever else. So yeah, now we're just sitting here hoping the enemy team is fucking retarded. And yeah, there it is. So you counter ganking is fine. But remember, you're ganking a lane with a fucking Yuumi and Kai'Sa, right? This is not Alistar and someone. Or just Alistar, Nautilus, someone like that. This is a Yuumi lane. So the only play, as I said, is to counter gank it, right? Because you can back them up. If they get fucked, you don't need CC for a counter. But when you're ganking like that and trying to force a play, you need CC. So that Viego, if you wanted to go bot, you could even go bot after your Gromp on walls, right? So watch. Right, so now you do your Gromp. I reckon you've got the Gromp now, and now you're going to walls. You've started walls. I reckon you've finished walls about now. In fact, that's really fucking generous. I reckon you're running back on the map. You could be in the same spot where you are right now with a Dirk. Or something else. Instead, we're sitting here with a fucking longsword on the first spawn. Yeah, of red buff. Or the respawn, sorry. You see this? Like, let me put this into perspective, right? If you full clear as a jungler and you get a crab, some junglers like Fiddlesticks, if they run Futures Market, will get Sork Shoes. How does Sork Shoes look against one longsword? It's fucked. So it all really depends, bro, like, on the time in the game and what you've kind of done up until that point. Like, your kind of situation. Like, you're level 4 on the first respawn of red buff. Really, you want to be close to level 6. If you're level 6 before this respawn of red buff, you're doing fucking well. If you hit level 6 when you get it, you're doing well. If you're close to level 6, fine. If you're level 4 at 640, it's because you fucking waddle around way too much. That was the key play. Also think going mid instead of bot was better as well. Just more consistent for you. Right? I also think if you, like, actually played this fight well, you easily survive and you might kill the Echo too. So again, this game could have looked like a lot different already. So none of this, like, even if you put a box down there and you hit him, what does it mean? And we're doing this, like, 2 minutes later than what we should have done it. Or maybe a minute. 90 seconds, let's say. And now, what really sucks about this is that because we've kind of, like, overstayed and fucked up waddling around, this means that once you do your red buff, right? Kind of like a general rule of thumb, or an idea, is that once you hit a spike like that, so you get red buff, you hit level 6, you don't want to have to recall. Because you're sitting on at 1k gold and all you've got is a longsword. Some champions, bro, no joke, might have like fucking... They won't have a mythic, but if they're really fed like 5 and 0, they're going to be really farmed in terms of items. And if you're running at them with a fucking longsword, you're trolling. Like a Jace might have... Or let's just say Zed, because I know Zed. He might have like a Dirk and a Warhammer. What the fuck do you do if you run into him with a longsword? So the unfortunate thing now is that when you do get red buff and like you hit level 6, you have to recall. So actually you're not on the map. And just because you've waddled around, your team now is really 4v5ing. So these are like the effects of it. So again, you just have to ask yourself, like, before you make that play bot, how likely is it that I get like a reliable amount of golden experience out of this? It is fucking unlikely. If it's an Alistar lane and you know the Nami and Vayne don't have flash, it's likely. And I fucking respected it. Yeah? And now you have to recall. That's your first play after getting red buff. So it's like, what the fuck is the point of getting red buff? And to be honest, like, if you're gonna clear red, just clear Krugs as well. Like, there's no point in doing red and not Krugs. What is it in terms of XP? I forgot because I haven't said it in so long. I think, honestly, like, it goes Gromp, Krugs, and then your buffs. I think Gromp and Krugs might be worth more in terms of XP. I might be wrong. Does anyone know? I think I remember saying some shit like that to like fucking 100 students, but I haven't fucking said it in so long, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, clear your Krugs. If you're gonna do your red there, clear your Krugs. Now we're just leaving them there, right, for Viego to get as well. So let's have a look at this. They ghosting you? Why does Nami... Okay, again, refill, yeah? Why does Nami do so much fucking damage, by the way? So if I were you, right, you got two options here. I would keep hitting these. And when you see Echo... You see, like, how this auto-attack, by the way? Watch. When she auto-attacks and you Q, look. You see this? This is why you have to Q early in situations like this. Krugs... isn't it Scuttle Crab first? Scuttle Crab did the most, right? He's P2. I thought it was Scuttle, Gromp, Krugs. Oh no, Scuttle, Krugs, Gromp, and then Buffs. And then Wolves, Raptors. At this point here, like, you have two options, right? You can either fucking, like, try Duke the Echo. But right now, like, the key is this. That's what I see anyway. Like, this is kind of subjective, but... Just from, like, my experience of playing Shaco. Like, when you're in a situation like this, you have to create, like, some sort of escape. Because you can't fucking... I mean, you could potentially run through here. In fact, maybe that's even best. But if you're going to do this, I would put a control ward here so you know what's going on, and I would box behind you straight away so you know what Nami's doing. Because she bubbled over here, but she might be... She's probably not maxing it, but yeah, it might be up in like 5 seconds. From this point to that blast cone is 5 seconds. So she's going to have it, yeah? So, refill is the first thing. If you're going to run down here, you control ward. When your box is up, you put a box down. With that vision, you know what Nami's doing, so you can ult, her ult, or you can even ult the bubble. Yo, what's up, Kybet? Scuttle, Grom, Krugs, Buffs. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, Scuttle's definitely the most. For sure. Yeah, good, bro. How you doing? Scuttle, Gimp. But hopefully you can see that, Jonte. So the control ward there is really important, then the insta box. Because you need to escape, right? Like, running like this isn't doing anything. And now you, like, kind of blindside yourself. For that. Even just ulting there would give yourself, like, a good chance of doing it. But at that point, you're kind of fucked, regardless. The Rooney, mate. The Chaos of Worlds. It's fucking... When is Worlds? October, yeah, righto, okay. Scuttle gives more further levels. Oh, okay, righto. I mean, like, hang on a minute, though, because, like, the level 1 crab... I actually don't know this, like, because it will spawn at 315, right, when everyone's, like, level 3? Potentially level 4. So doesn't it spawn at level 3 or 4, or not? Or is that me being a fucking potato? Anyway, let's have a look. So we die there. Yeah, shit. AIDS. Feels bad. Look at this Viego, mate. Just dominating, isn't he? The egg. Still spawns at level 1. Righto. Yeah, average level of the game. Yeah, but I'm like saying that first crab, does it spawn at level 1 regardless? Because it's the first crab. Which I think is the case. Okay, so fucking let me just get into this. Again, if you're going to path top here, I think going bot is better. Simply because you have walls and Gromp, and you have your bot lane, which is kind of doing well. So if I were you, I'd be running like straight down... I mean, running mid is still good, because you can go like this, you can go down mid, you might go to Crab or Dragon, something like that. But where you're going here, it's like there's no Raptors. Morgana looks as if she's getting fucked over. And I'll just be like, what's the point of going here when you have these resources? Yeah? and the enemy bot lane as well. So again, if I was live coaching, I'd just say run to your walls and look mid if you have to. Something like that. So you can go like walls, Gromp, Crab, into Drake. Looking mid here is still fine, but you can just do it over here. I'd always suspect, sorry, like something to be warded over here, just because this part of the map is in fog, right? Like you have no idea what the fuck's been going on, and because Viego has had like access to it, that's what I'd expect. Good, look at your cooldowns. Everything's on cooldown there. I don't think you need to smite him. I think saving your smite for Viego would have been like really fucking good. Because like he's dead, yeah? Like you don't need to smite him there. And now, that's a good box. Refill again. It's really important to ult his ult if he has it. And the ult's okay. I mean, you can just like hold it though, right? Because like, if you ult here, it's fine if you have your Q. So that's like what I'd always do. Ulting for damage is still fine, but I feel like in this situation, you have to dodge something. I don't know. That's just like how I look at it. So if Nami bubbles, if he like fucking W's or some shit, I don't know. Like that, uses ult, finally. That was nice. Ward it, ward it. See how like you don't ward? It kind of fucks you over. And you would have killed him, I reckon. Doing Dragon is really troll, and now we're just back to fucking waddling around. So after this play, like, nothing is going to happen, yeah? After this. Like, what is going to happen here? Nothing, yeah? Just go straight to your Gromp. Straight to Gromp, then you can go, like, Crab. Maybe bot lane can help you do drag then, right? Because Viego's probably recalling. So yeah, instead of, like, just waddling down here, you could have done Gromp and then Crab. But we're just waiting here again for some reason. Viego is backing, bro. He's either in base, running out of it, or he's like doing Raptors and then Krugs because he needs a gold. That's what he's doing. So again, this play bot only makes sense if you know for a fact that fucking Viego is going to gank it, yeah? So it might look good now, but I'm saying you can make the same play after doing like Gromp and then Crab. Because by the time you get here, right? It might be hard to see, but the time you get here and you fucking sit in here, Viego is like here. If you do your Gromp and then you do Crab and Viego is here, then you can come bot still. But the difference is you have Gromp. Yeah? So it's kind of like hard to spot, but you don't need to fucking be bot if he's not going to be there for 30 seconds. Those 30 seconds, get some golden experience. Yeah, it's unlucky. Oh my god, the Shaco, bro. How fucked is Viego, by the way? You sent another one. Let me download this other game. Because I'd like much rather focus on early than late. I don't really give a fuck about late. So let me download this. Okay, it's downloading the other game. So like already in my mind when I watch a game like this, it looks so different in my head, yeah? So if you were to play this again, John say, like, hopefully you can see how different it would be. So let's see, right? 45 CS, yeah? 45, mate. Yo, does this thing want to fucking... 45 CS, so you have 37. So this red buff, 37, just under 8 minutes. Okay? We get 45 at 12 minutes. That's the right time here. I haven't gone loopy. That means you've done 2 camps in fucking 4 minutes. Like actual. 4 minutes, 2 camps. So do you know why? It's because you did it. You've done it twice, right? Where like you kind of go bot and just sit there. Do you know why you do it? Like, what's your reasoning for doing it? ADC fed, right? That's good. But this is the key question, mate. How fucking likely is it that you get kills? In other words, how likely is it that you get golden experience from fucking counter ganking or ganking bot? If your ADC is fed, that's just icing on the cake. That's not the fucking cake. That sounds retarded. But this is the analogy, mate. That's the cake. There's the fucking cherry, mate, on top. That's the ADC being fed. The fucking cherry. No. We need the fucking core ingredients every time. You know that. So golden experience. How likely is it that you make a fucking, you get a killer or you know, assist down bot lane? Even like an assist, like who gives a fuck? They're not going to die anytime soon. And if you're not going to gank them, because you're playing for yourself, right? Like at that point you had 750 gold just sitting there. You're level 4 at like 6 minutes. Gromp walls, level 5, recall fucking top side. Yeah? And if you're scared of them getting ganked, you communicate it. You say, listen, think fucking Viego might be running down here. Just be safe. Playing around it for sure, but it doesn't mean you fucking sit in the lane for 10 minutes, yeah? You still have to play your game, but you can like kind of orientate it around them. So like in terms of your pathing, you might leave your whole bot side up so then you can go Krugs, Raptors, Wolves, Grop. Yeah? If you want to go top side because your top side is winning, then you might just clear your bot side recall so you can go Raptors, Krugs, top lane. Or just Krugs straight top. Or just straight top. Something like that. But you still have to fucking clear camps. Yeah? What an analogy that was, mate. The cake. What elo were you, by the way, for the first one? P2 as well, or? So you're like P4, mate. Barraco, but that's what they call me, mate, in the coaching world. I actually came across a really good coach. He commented on one of the Gamely videos on the Aphelios guide I did. And his name was like Baziz, Challenger LoL Coaching. And I was like, oh, here we go. Probably another one who's fucking saying that. But I went on his channel. It is legit fucking excellent content. Maybe the fucking, like, one of the few I've seen who's like, I was like, shit. Like, that is actual good. I'll link it after this. Yeah, see, same again, right? You see the Echo W there? Look how long this is. Just pay attention here, right? So Echo's W, that's what we're paying attention to here. He just used cooldowns. As soon as you see this W, how easy is it to react to, right? So if I'm playing as you, let me fucking move my mouse, right? So I'm going to hold the left click as if I'm playing as you, right? Yeah, so might go down here. Yeah, auto attack him. Oh, I see that. I'm over here. Yeah? Because I see the W. So you got to know, bro, like when you're... The jungle is the most important, yeah, when you skirmish him, right? But it's also essential you know, like, what the key abilities, like those make or break abilities are in the other champions. It's Echo's W. You get hit by that shit, fucking you're probably gonna die. Viego's W, you're probably gonna die. Nami's bubble or wave, you're probably gonna die. Jace's shock blast or, I don't know, you can actually Q his fucking melee Q. You can actually Q it and ult it. It's really important. Even like Vayne's condemn, you can Q over the top of it. So when she condemns you, you can Q and it will like kind of cancel it. Not standing near walls. All of this shit is so important, like, for your micro. Look at Anivia, mate. She didn't listen to the Viego W. Just kill him. So here, you can just QE, yeah? Now, this is really important because it looks scary, right? It looks scary because there's 4 fucking enemy champions here. Oh my god. We're gonna die. No. The way you kind of, like, win scenarios like this, I'm not saying you're gonna 1v4. I'm just saying you're gonna get 1 kill and that's it. Where would you put yourself in this fucking, like... Because we want to E this person, right? So the E radius might be... Obviously, that doesn't count. Maybe like that. And then what? Maybe like this? That's the E radius. So if you're going to E this person, it doesn't mean you have to E them closer to their fucking teammates. You can just E them. Here. Or here. Right? What is Vayne gonna do if you're here? That's a fucking rapid fire cannon auto attack. Nothing, right? Unless she like E flashes, but she's dumb if she does. And if you're really scared, you just QE, box there. I mean, the E just kills, right? Because you're maxing it. So the E definitely kills, like 100%. So you could just like run there, you Q and E, and that's it. Can you see that, Jonte? So, like, what you're doing is isolating these enemy champions. So, if you were to isolate, let's say, Nami here. Impossible, but let's just say you were going to. This is the idea, right? The fucking high elo players have. If they're going to do anything about this situation, okay? I'm not saying they would, but if they could, if they want to kill the Nami, they're going to stand in a position where Viego, Daddy Snorlax, whatever champion that is, who is it? I don't know who that is, and the Vayne can't touch them. So these three champions, you got to get rid of them. This is the isolation. So you would stand, if we could see it, like fucking just along this wall. And if Nami like turns on you, and these guys like fucking turn, all you have to do is just maintain that space to them, right? You go and watch any other like fucking of the top 80 carries in the world, right? If that's a 2v2, and this is the target, this person is going to move like this. Because they try to keep that person at arm's length. It's kind of like the same concept here, but it's really important for like anyone to understand if you're going to get to high elo. Yeah, so it looks kind of AIDS, right? Because there's 4 fucking champions here, but that Viego, first of all, there's no reason to like run back like this. Again, control with that so you know if it's warded or not. If they know you're here, it becomes actually like you're right. If they fucking know you're here and you go like this and queue over, they are probably going to run back, yeah? But if it's not warded, which it might not be, you get a free kill. So that's why we fucking would do it. So again, as you're down here, you can just control all this. If you don't see any wards in here, you know that they don't know you're here. So that's like an advantage you have. But if you know it's warded, they obviously know you're here, and it's going to be very risky. That is like fucking 100% a trade for like, you know, 1-for-1. Because as you go into Viego, he's not just going to stand here for you to kill him. He's probably going to stand near Jace or Vayne, you show, and then you get condemned. And yeah, it's a 1-for-1. It's not worth. That scenario, you would have a point. Maybe that's like even the key play that, just to ward that brush. See, now you do it, and you're like, oh, it's not fucking warded. And even if you kill him, you could have killed him like earlier. Now, the reason why this is really nice for you and you get a free Drake is because they obviously have to be. Because they're all like overstaying and shit, and someone else was low, their 80 carry or whatever. And Kai'Sa and Yuumi are back on the map, right? Anivia is dead, which is kind of a shame, but you just killed the enemy jungler, so it should be okay. Good, so you use your Q nice and early. Now, when Jace stays like this as well, remember, Jace, Nami, if you see Vayne as well, they're all fucking sitting on big gold here. Kind of like you are. But Kai'Sa and Yuumi are back, yeah? Look at this. I love this, by the way. This is really important. If you know she has TP, you can ping this TP when the fight starts. If you know Anivia has TP, you can ping her when the fight starts. When you know she doesn't have TP, that's 30 seconds away. So this fight is going to be a 3v3, 3v4. But it can be a 4v4 if you ping this, because I guarantee you she's going to fucking not have a minimap. She doesn't know what's going on. Yep, gives you a free kill. That was a really nice Q. See, that Q? I mean, honestly, it was so fucking close. You just do it in time. But that was a really nice E. I would also say something about this, because you never know. Like this Echo, does he have his ult? Or am I fucking... No, he doesn't have his ult. I was just thinking, like, this is the same idea, right? When you queue over like this, Nami is over this wall. And I would just be kind of scared of her, like, throwing shit at you. And maybe Jace is still here, and maybe Vayne is, like, fucking still hovering around. You never know. So I would always be auto-attacking this guy kind of above him. I would never be running down like you do. Even though you want to backstab him. It's irrelevant, right? You actually don't do, like, that bad of a job. I would have just stayed, like, higher up. So you're closer to Yuumi and stuff. That's really nitpicky. That is, like, fucking really, you know, finicky. So don't worry too much about shit like that. But again, it's just an idea, and hopefully, like, you can see what I'm getting at. Just do it. Fucking do it. Headbutt it. There we go. Beautiful. Now, if you fucking do walls, I'll kill you, mate. Where are we going? Where are we going on the map? Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, so we're having a look at Raptors here. So instead of doing Gromp, which is fucking 5 seconds from you after you do the Drake, you run to Raptors. Jonte, mate, I tell you. Do you know why you did this or not? So why did you do Raptors? You got to have a reason for everything. So why do Raptors? What do Raptors give you there that your gold didn't already have? Clear top side, so what? Okay. If you want to play bot, though, because your gold value is so good, you have Duskblade Longsword. Or you have whatever you want to get. You can... I mean, what you could do, if you want to play fucking top side or bot side, if you want to play bot side... By the way, your bot lane is not going to be bot, yeah? Just because this bot tower is gone. So what should really happen is that more goes bot, and your bot lane goes top like this. Okay. But let's just say this tower is up and you wanted to play bot. The tower's still here. Okay. If you want to play bot side there, you can just recall straight away and go like that. If you wanted to play bot, I'm not saying it's good, but if you wanted to, you don't have to clear your fucking top side to play bot. Leave your top side up. Use your top side as a starting point. So if you want to like end up anywhere on the map, what you do is you start far away from it. So if you want to end up where Morg is, you'd start Gromp, Walls, Raptors, Krugs. You're not going to go Krugs, Raptors, back up top, and fucking these two camps are there. How AIDS is that? If you want to go bot, you go Krugs, Raptors like this. Krugs to Krugs, mate. But nah. So that's like no fucking legit theory there at all. Like you going to Raptors. The funny thing is, like, even if that was your kind of like thought or thinking process, like, oh yeah, I want to clear my top side to go bot, it's still better for you just to like clear these camps. And we're still on the map with fucking 2,600 gold in the bank. That was a really nice ultimate. See, now we're starting to pick up, mate, the mechanics, but Viego's gonna ult. Oh. So again, right, if your HUD is bigger, you fucking AM here. Sorry. Oh, look at this Viego knows how to play Shaco. What is he doing, mate? So if you have a Duskblade there, you kill him. Yeah. So it takes us, right, to fucking die to buy items. That's what it takes. And you're no different, by the way, bro, to fucking mid laners in this elo, bot laners. Yeah? No different. They're gonna do exactly the same. They only buy their items once they're fucking dead. Let me look at this other game. So we've got another game here, chat. From Jonte. Another early game, mate. Let's have a look. See, that's actually true, Ben Beavis. Beavis and Butthead, mate. Depends on the... Yeah, I mean, like, it depends what the gold represents. So, if you're sitting on fucking gold for a Duskblade, like... when I used to play Assassin Shac, Duskblade was fucking everything. Yeah? Like, Shac is so item reliant as a champion, but it goes for any champion. As soon as you get that item, that first mythic or whatever it is, and it kind of, like, correlates with the game time. So, if you like, have... How do I put it? If you have a fucking serrated Dirk by 4 minutes, yeah? Buying it early is really fucking OP. But if you have, like, 2 long swords, and all of a sudden you have a Dirk at, like, 5-6 minutes, it's less impactful. So the point is, like, you want your items, you want, like, a Duskblade for as long as possible, right? If you have, like, a def cap, the gold for a def cap in the late game, you don't just want to be fucking sitting on the map with def cap just sitting there. Like, you want to use the fucking item as long as possible in a game. Okay, you pathing top, I just don't like because it's Malphite, so just a waste of time, yeah? Oh, you actually move it. Sorry, that's my bad, John. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. See, your trinket there is really helpful, yeah? So, like, why you had the red sweeper in the other one, I have no idea. That's my bad. This is completely fine. This is good. It's really hard to go to their red buff as Shaco, though. It's actually impossible. Like, you just can't do it. On any other jungler you can, it's just Shaco. You just can't do it. Yeah, it's just an age champ. I fucking hate it. You legit cannot run anywhere at level 1. Even at level 2, you can't. So you see this lane, though, now? Like, how it's really fucking bad. So what I would do if I was you, some, like, red hot clear you can do is... It's gonna look retarded, but some, like... Elite players do this all the time in high elo. They will... Because obviously, like, when you're playing in high elo, they're gonna know where you start. So if you start blue, they'll go blue, gromp, and then they'll go to red. And then what they'll do is they'll swing back down. Raptors, Wolves, bot. If they start red, and they go blue, gromp, they go Wolves, Raptors, so they're back top side. So it kind of like conceals the fucking your position. What's up, this? Put him in his place, mate. He's been very chirpy recently. Yeah, but this was delayed, was it? I'm just guessing it was delayed. Yeah, so 50 seconds, and then you can put 2. Wait, hang on. That's 1. 2. Wait, what the fuck is going on? Am I retarded? There's 2 boxes, right? Yeah, okay. Do you put your 3rd box on Gromp? Yeah, you do. My bad. Fucking... Yeah, this is fine. So yeah, what I would do here if I was you, I'd just swing back. So do Raptors, Wolves, and then go bot. Even though you might kill the Nasus, like, bro, honestly, I could not give a fuck. But again, because you're top side of the map here and you've committed to it, like, this is the play that we've made, you have to look at that lane and know what's happening. I think it's much better as well. Like, for me, I have to fucking move my head to look at this. If you just have it here, because your eyes should be looking at the minimap, like, every second. If you have the champion icons here, you know what HP they are, right? So you know at the top lane, fuck all is happening, most likely, because Malphite's full HP. He's used a bit of mana, so Nasus might be 60%. Can you kill him? Maybe, if fucking Malphite stacks the waves properly, but it's a Malphite Nasus. If that's a Camille or a Darius, Fiora, or Riven pathing top for a fucking Nasus, like, you can just dive in, but it's Malphite. I would just be pathing bot. Or looking to anyway. Invading the J4, I like it. If I were you, I'd just do that shit straight away. So whenever you see that up, just start it. Like, legit. Because now you're... Like, what do you think J4 wants you to do? To wait for him? Like, what the fuck is an ambush on a J4 going to do, by the way? You don't have a Dustblade. You're going to tickle him. He would much rather you wait here and play with yourself than do the blue. You could have blue on, like, half HP. And you'd get it. So, the funny thing is, you can get the blue and make this same play. And you'd actually be in a better position as well. Does she flash that, Cass? Why doesn't she W? W, bro. Oh my fucking god. Bro, I would be so tilted if I was you. Like, legit, if this was on my fucking D1 account and I saw that, I'd fucking leave instantly. That's horrific. Don't in your games, though. Now Nasus is going to come in, mate. Oh, is this the play you had in mind, Jonte? You just know they're going to fucking run into your box? Mate, you're a genius. I didn't even see this. Bro, fucking... I used to play, like... when I used to play in Challenger. Some Cassiopeias who are really good would just, like, flash W mid. It's so free. You just flash W. Even though I'm on Shaco and my fucking gank is, well... There's no CC or whatever. Just a flash W, you get an insta-kill. It's so free. Yeah, it would go through, yeah. If he starts it. Like, if he Qs as you fucking W him, it would go through. That's why, like, she should have just W straight away. Because I'm pretty sure before he casts his Q, he'd be grounded. So he wouldn't be able to. But I'm pretty sure if you're in the animation, then yeah. Right, okay, do you give up blue? Yes, man, well done. Take that shit. Yeah. What's up, Goose? That's you on gas. Go, bro. Well done. Run straight to bot crab. I'll give you 50 bucks if you run straight to bot crab. So doing this is correct. And you moving it up here is good. Just in case Silas comes, which he does. I would just be sprinting, bro, to bot crab here. Because you know J4 is now fucking probably just running out of base to that crab. Silas, like, who gives a shit? I'd just be running at Silas. Like, if he fights you, who cares? You never die to him. You've got a health potion there as well. And if you actually fight the Silas, it's great for your mid. Because Silas, like, if he's half HP, what the fuck does he do against Cass? If you make him lower. What's going on, King Cunt? So I'd just be fucking straight through mid, straight to bot crab. If Silas fights you, just put a box down, hit him where it hurts, and just Q away. That's it. And then he's half HP. What does he do mid? Look at the lane mid as well. You can just tell it's not frozen, because Cass, I don't know if she fucked it up, but look at where it is. What does Silas do if he's half HP, but he's full HP? So you shouldn't be scared in that situation. Now J4 gets bot crab, so you should be pinging here like fucking crazy. If you're going to give that up, you're not on that side of the map, right, for the next 30 seconds. You're not in that river. You're not on the map. J4 is, so you should ping it. We've definitely gone for 45 minutes now, by the way, haven't we?